Patrice Lumumba once reminded Africa that the future of this continent would not be written by those who sit comfortably in power, but by those who are bold enough to challenge injustice, even at a greater personal cost. His life teaches us that leadership is not about position, but about courage, truth, responsibility to people. As a student leader, I have come to realize that the struggles we face today, being unheard, being underestimated, being excluded from decision making, they are not new. They are just echoes of a much larger history. Lumumba's legacy challenges young people like us to step up, to speak boldly, and to lead with integrity, even with the system that is not designed for us to win. In this video, I want to share my journey as a student leader, the lessons, the challenges, and the responsibility that comes with carrying youth voices forward in spaces where decisions are made. Policies move slowly. Stay with me. When I first stepped into leadership, I arrived with ideas, passion, agency. I wanted to fix everything immediately. I see the problems clearly. I assume that because the problem is obvious, the solution should be immediate. But leadership teaches you patience. At least it taught me patience. Institutions resist change. Even everyone agrees something is wrong. The process of fixing it feels painfully delayed. I learned the progress often comes in small wins, not big breakthroughs. So this is where Lumumba's legacy matters. He understood the urgency of change. But history shows us how systems slow down, dilute, or even destroy movements that are not ready for this. As young leaders, we must be able to balance urgency with endurance. If you burn out because change is slow, the system wins. Student leadership taught me that age does not define capacity. Stay with me. One of the biggest lies young people are told is to wait your turn. I have certain rooms where young people spoke with more clarity, evidence, and conviction that people twice their age, they have not seen it. I've seen young people dismissed because of how old they look. Lumumba was labeled too radical, too young, too emotional, yet history remembers him as a visionary. Leadership is not about permission. It is about preparation and courage. If you equip yourself with knowledge, integrity, and purpose, your age becomes irrelevant. Young people are not leaders of tomorrow. They are leaders of now. This lesson really hits me hard. Before student leadership, I thought good ideas were just enough. I believed if something made sense, it would be implemented. Student leadership taught me otherwise. I learned protocols, approvals, committees, constitutions, memos, and delays. Sometimes bureaucracy exists for order. Other times it exists to protect comfort and power. You feel frustrated, you feel blocked. You will feel like the system is designed to exhaust you. And oftentimes it is. Lumumba challenged bureaucracy both at national and international levels. The resistance he faced shows us that systems rarely change themselves. As young leaders, we must learn to navigate bureaucracies strategically without losing our fire. Leadership will test who you really are. You will be pressured to compromise. You will be advised to stay quiet. You may be offered comfort in exchange for silence. You will be tempted to choose popularity over integrity, I'm telling you. Student leadership taught me that principles are easy to declare but hard to defend. Lumumba refused to dilute his message, even when it cost him his life. While our context may be different, the lessons remains the same. Leadership without principle is management, not leadership. You must decide early what you stand for, because when pressure comes, there will be no time to figure it out. I can boldly say this is one of the lessons most people underestimate. As a student leader, you are always being observed, not just by the administrators or stakeholders, but by the very people you represent. Your consistency matters. Your tone matters. Your reactions matters. People watch how you handle conflict, failure, criticisms, and power. Lumumba became a symbol not just because of what he said, but because of how he lived. Leadership is not only about speeches. It's about example. Whether you realize it or not, you are shaping what others believe leadership should look like. Student leadership taught me that leadership is not glamorous. It's slow, it is uncomfortable, and it is demanding. But then it is also powerful. Patrice Lumumba's legacy reminds us that leadership rooted in courage and principle leaves a mark long after positions are gone. If you're a young person in leadership or thinking about stepping up, know this: your voice matters, your values matter, and then your presence matters. Change may be slow, but it starts with those who are brave enough to begin.